Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing some recent quotes from the Thai Public Health Permanent Secretary here in Thailand. And I wanted to go ahead and quote this. This is from the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. I'm going to go ahead and put this on screen. I'm going to quote a little more than I usually quote from stuff that I find out in the media, because I think that this is pertinent. I think there's a lot of good information in here to begin with. Go check out the Bangkok Post website. Article is titled, Ministry to Make COVID Endemic This Year. And we've been talking about this going back into the middle, roughly, of 2021. Singapore did this. A lot of different things have happened on this. But I definitely think there's a lot to be optimistic about here in 2022. Quoting directly, Dr. Kittipum Wonggrajit, Permanent Secretary for Public Health. So let me state this again. This is Dr. Kittipum, Permanent Secretary for Public Health. That's under the Ministry of Public Health. Okay. Quoting further, on Monday, voiced the ministry's plan, saying the new wave driven by the Omicron coronavirus variant spread fast but caused mild symptoms and low fatalities. All good news. Just my editorial. Quoting further, under the circumstance, the ministry should take action to make the disease endemic. Quoting further, consequently, the disease can do no harm. Besides, there are effective operations for treatment and the slowdown of outbreaks. These will make it possible for the disease to become endemic, he said. Quoting further, besides, he said, mild symptoms made it possible for those infected to be placed in home isolation and fully recover. The ministry had medicine and medical supplies to support home isolation and was ready to quickly admit people who developed severe symptoms to hospitals nationwide. Now, I think this next quote, and this is directly from Dr. Kittipum, this I thought was well on point. Quoting directly, when the disease becomes endemic, business and activities can quickly be restored, Dr. Kittipum said. So let me quote that one more time. That's a direct quote out of the Bangkok Post. When the disease becomes endemic, business and activities can quickly be restored. So I think that's definitely good news for those who are watching Thailand, looking to come to Thailand. Hopefully, this happens sooner rather than later with the least amount of fatalities and suffering as possible. But that is what this thing is shaping up looking like over here. That's kind of what we're seeing. And I mean, you can kind of see it anecdotally, just sort of looking around with your own eyes, that this really does not look like things looked in the past, put it that way. So hopefully we'll see the situation improve. Maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel, and we'll move through 2020 and start seeing substantial progress, both in terms of immigration policy as well as in terms of the economics of the situation and restrictions on businesses here in the Kingdom of Thailand.